The Achaemenid Dynasty, also known as the Achaemenid Empire, was one of the most remarkable and influential empires in ancient history. It was founded by Cyrus II, Cyrus the Great, in the mid-6th century BCE, around 550 BCE, and lasted until its conquest by Alexander the Great in 330 BCE. Originating in Persia, the dynasty established an empire that stretched from the Indus Valley in the east to Asia Minor and the Balkans in the west, encompassing diverse cultures, languages, and religions. The Achaemenids are remembered for their administrative genius, respect for local traditions, and monumental contributions to art, architecture, and infrastructure. Founding by Cyrus the Great. Cyrus the Great, r. 550 to 530 BCE, is considered the founder of the dynasty. He unified the Persian tribes under his rule and overthrew the Median Empire, forming the foundation of a centralized state. His most famous conquest was the Neo-Babylonian Empire in 539 BCE, where he liberated the Jewish population and allowed them to return to Jerusalem, an act recorded in biblical and historical texts. Cyrus's leadership style was notable for combining military strategy with diplomacy. He often respected the customs, religions, and governance structures of conquered peoples, which helped stabilize his rapidly expanding empire. Expansion under successors. After Cyrus's death, his son Cambyses II expanded the empire by conquering Egypt in 525 BCE, bringing another major civilization under Persian rule. Following Cambyses, Darius the Great, r. 522 to 486 BCE, assumed the throne and consolidated Achaemenid power. Darius introduced an efficient administrative system based on satrapies, provinces, each governed by a satrap who acted as a regional governor. This system allowed centralized control over a vast and culturally diverse empire. Darius also standardized taxation, coinage, and legal codes, enhancing economic stability and trade. His efforts in constructing infrastructure, including the royal road, improved communication and integration across the empire. Administration and governance. The Achaemenid administration was highly sophisticated for its time. The empire was divided into approximately 20 satrapies, each responsible for providing troops and taxes. Local customs were often respected, and local leaders were sometimes retained, fostering loyalty. Darius's use of a bureaucratic system, including record-keeping in Aramaic and the appointment of inspectors known as the king's eyes and ears, ensured oversight and minimized corruption. This administrative model influenced later empires and set a standard for governance in large, multi-ethnic states. Military strength and organization. The Achaemenid military was one of the empire's core strengths. It combined Persian cavalry, archers, and infantry with soldiers from conquered territories, creating a diverse and flexible force. Notable military campaigns include Darius and Xerxes I's invasions of Greece, which, although ultimately unsuccessful, demonstrated the empire's vast reach and organizational capacity. The empire relied on a network of roads, supply depots, and naval forces to maintain control over distant regions, a testament to its logistical sophistication. Cultural achievements. Achaemenid rulers encouraged cultural diversity and artistic expression. The empire is famous for its monumental architecture, including the palaces at Persepolis and Susa, which featured intricate reliefs depicting tribute from various nations. Religious tolerance was a hallmark of Achaemenid policy. Zoroastrianism was prominent, but other faiths, such as Judaism and local polytheistic traditions, were respected. Persian art, textiles, and ceremonial practices influenced neighboring civilizations and left a lasting legacy in the Near East. Economy and trade. The Achaemenid Empire thrived economically due to its control over key trade routes connecting Mesopotamia, Egypt, India, and the Mediterranean. The introduction of a standardized silver and gold currency facilitated trade, while agricultural production in regions such as Babylonia and Egypt ensured food security. Infrastructure projects. such as the royal road and canal systems, improved transportation and communication, enabling the movement of armies, officials, and goods efficiently across the empire. Decline and fall. Despite its strengths, the Achaemenid Empire eventually faced internal and external challenges. Internal rebellions, succession disputes, and the difficulty of managing such a vast territory weakened central control. The final blow came from Alexander the Great, who invaded Persia in 334 BCE. Major battles at Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela led to the defeat of Darius III, marking the end of the Achaemenid Dynasty in 330 BCE. Despite its fall, the dynasty's achievements in governance, culture, and administration influenced successive empires, including the Seleucids and Parthians. Legacy. The Achaemenid dynasty left a lasting impact on world history. Its model of centralized governance, provincial administration, and cultural tolerance influenced future empires, including the Roman and Islamic empires. Architecturally, the monumental palaces and reliefs set standards for Persian and Middle Eastern art. Politically, the empire demonstrated that a large, multi-ethnic state could function efficiently if local traditions were respected and administration was systematic. Today, the Achaemenids are remembered as pioneers of empire building and governance in the ancient world.